An Eau Claire child is in a truly unique group of people for a heartbreaking reason, living with a rare disease.
I had a chance to spend some time with the boy and his family, learning about the disease and the challenges that come with it. Here's their story.
I am Batman.
This Batman-loving 4-year-old is Levi Hewitt, a happy, seemingly healthy little boy.
He was a normal kid, normal, healthy kid. And then right before he turned a year old in September, he was sick. And the doctor was like, well, his lungs sound great, but they look like crap.
Doctors couldn't figure out why they couldn't get his oxygen levels up.
The doctors were terrified. They thought they did something while we were there. We had had this problem when he'd been in the hospital before. I didn't think anything of it. I said, this is normal for him.
Round after round of tests revealed Levi has a disease that experts say only 60 people in the world have ever been diagnosed with. It's called MSMDS, or multisystemic smooth muscle dysfunction syndrome. Caused by a rare genetic mutation, muscles that operate largely involuntarily in healthy people are affected in organs like the bladder, intestines, and lungs.
I was so excited when I had a boy, and you should see him hit a baseball. Like, he's pretty good. He has an arm like nobody's business. And then we get this diagnosis and we're told that he can't do contact sports. But he loves baseball and he loves it and he's so good at it. And it just broke my heart because I was like, this just isn't fair. He can't be a normal kid.
Aside from the oxygen he's nearly always on, you wouldn't notice anything is wrong. But doctors say patients like Levi are at high risk of stroke starting at age 10, and early mortality is common, leaving the Hewitts with many big picture questions.
What does middle school look like? What does high school look like? How do we get to college? Do we make it that far?
It's been challenging for the entire family.
When I'm not at work, I'm at home, and I'm at home almost exclusively. I don't do a lot outside of being with my kids.
Sometimes it's like frustrating for me because I just want him to be able to do everything that he wants to do.
I just keep telling myself right now the place I need to be is at home, being Levi's nurse, so that's where I'm at, and sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it.
Confused and anxious about how best to raise Levi, the Hewitts reached out for support, finding a network of others on Facebook who are also living with the disease. Families from France, Germany, Israel, and Australia. Each year, they gather in Boston, where the world's foremost MSMDS specialists are based.
Boston has one of the only groups that is directly involved in, finding a cure. Knowing that there's that expertise, centrally located in one area is kind of key to understand. There's not very much support out there. This was a good opportunity for them to meet directly with all the specialists. But not just that, we were able to share stories.
It's really difficult to understand unless you hear the story. And when you hear the story, when you know what it's like for someone else to struggle with this, then now you have another piece of that puzzle.
The MSMDS conference in Boston will be held on May 5th and 6th, and it should cost the Hewitts about $7,500 to attend.
If you would like to contribute to the GoFundMe to cover those expenses, we do have a link to do so on our website.